We all play the game looking up at the throne. You see the kings and jarls of Skyrim sitting in their grand halls. They wear the finest clothes, they have guards at their doors, and they seem to own the world. So, you spend your whole playthrough trying to get there. You fight, you level up, you chase power. You do this because society teaches you a very simple lie. That being at the top means ultimate freedom. But if you stop and actually look at High King, you realize he's the most useless character in the entire game. He doesn't go on adventures, he doesn't walk in the forest, he doesn't hunt, he doesn't even feel the rain. He just sits in a wooden chair, hour after hour, day after day. We spend our lives chasing the highest rank. We hunt the status, the respect, the crown. We are sure that when we finally sit on that throne, our lives will really begin. But the truth is, the higher you climb, the smaller your map becomes. The throne is not a reward, it's just a beautiful, decorated trap. Look closely at the people standing around the Jarl, the stewards, the guards, the nobles. It looks like he's never alone, but in reality, the throne is the loneliest place on the map. When you are a nobody, a random traveler sitting in the tavern, people treat you like a human. They share the fire with you. They tell you stories just to pass the time. But when you wear the crown, people stop seeing a person. They see an opportunity. Every NPC walking up to that throne wants something. A decision, a favor, protection. You are no longer a human being. You are just a tool to solve their problems. This is exactly what real-life status does to us. When you reach the top, genuine connections start to fade. The people around you are no longer friends. They are just waiting for their turn to ask for something. And saddest part, you are not allowed to be sad. You have the palace. You have the title. You won the game. If you tell them you feel empty, they will just call you ungrateful. So, you learn to stay quiet. You sit in a giant room full of people, completely and utterly alone. Look at the king staring blankly into the distance. He traded the entire map for a single room. When you start the game, you have nothing, but you can go anywhere. When you are the king, you have everything, but you cannot leave the chair. This is the tragic reality of achieving our ultimate goals. We push ourselves to the limit because we believe the destination will save us. But the destination is just the end of the game. Once you have the crown, there is no more progression. There are no more unknowns, no more surprises waiting for you just over the mountain. You reach the top, and all that is left is paralysis. You sit in silence. You listen to the muffled winds outside the thick castle walls. You watch the sun rise and set through the same stained glass window. And then, the quiet realization hits you. The joy was never in ruling. The joy was in the climbing. It was in the cold nights on the road. The danger. The feeling of moving forward when the future was a mystery. Deep down, the king will trade all the gold in the palace just to be a nobody again. Just walk out the city gates, pick a random direction, and simply see where the road takes him. Because being a nobody wasn't a punishment, it was ultimate freedom.